Hello guys, my name is Adeni Akim today. I'm well known as Paint Expression. I'm a painting and decorative expert. And today, I want to talk about things we should look out for as an homeowner and also as a painter. We have a lot of things to look out for as an homeowner and also as a painter. But first, let's start with the homeowners, because I know that homeowners actually wants to get value for their money. And in order to protect our own interests as an homeowner, there are some things we should look out for if we want to engage any painter. As an homeowner, it is expected of us to try to question our painters, ask them questions, technical questions, and see how they are going to respond. This is not because you don't trust their judgment, but because you want to be sure they know what they are going to do for you. For example, ask them questions. How do you want to do this thing for me? How do you want to paint this wall for me? Whatever they give you as a response will also give you an insight about their competence. We have a lot of things to look out for, but we are going to talk about the most important things we should look out for in order to protect our own interests as an homeowner. One of the things we should look out for as an homeowner is, if you want to engage a painter, the moment you hear a painter telling you that priming is a waste of money, or priming is not good, or we don't need to prime, please run. The moment a painter tells you that we don't need to buy primer, we have emotion, we go use the emotion to prime like that, it's either the painter don't know what they are doing or the paint seller don't know what he's doing. Run. The moment you hear a painter telling you that this dampness, we are going to use screeding to treat it, the moment we screed, the thing no go come again. Run. The moment you hear a painter telling you that this dampness or this water issue on this fence, we are going to use Tyrolean to correct it. Run. The moment you hear a painter telling you that no, don't go and buy premium paint, I can produce the paint for you. Run. Paint companies know what they are doing. The moment a painter tells you that we don't need masking tape, we don't need covering sheet, let's just paint. No, I know what to do. It will not stain the floor. Run. They will spoil your property. The moment a painter tells you that we don't need to buy gloss paint for the iron that we want to paint, let's use the satin like that, it will stay. Run. The moment a painter tells you that wall defects like algae, efflorescence, spirogyra, all kind of bacteria growing on wall, we go just scrape and come out, we'll just paint it like that. Run. If you realize that your painter doesn't have professional conscience is when a painter made a mistake and he or she notices it and sees it and he is able to go back and rectify it, is responsible for it. That is professional conscience. The moment you realize that your painter doesn't have professional conscience, you can change him. Another thing we should try to look out for is this: the moment your painter submits a quotation to you, you should be able to identify some things, starting from the surface preparation materials. If your painter did not quote for a primer, you should already know that this person doesn't know the uses of primer. If your painter did not quote for defect treatment material, if there's any, you should already know that this painter doesn't know how to treat this defect. If your painter didn't quote for sundry items like covering sheet, masking tapes, you should already know that your properties are not safe. Another thing you should look out for in your painter is the way they communicate to you. It's the way they carry you along with the solution to the problem. It's the way they explain how they want to solve the problem for you. That's another thing you should look out for. Those are the little points I was able to put together for us as an homeowner to take note of if you want to engage any painters. And if you feel like we love the painter that we are using so much, we can also share this video to him or her. Thank you. My dear painters and decorators, what are the things we should also look out for in our prospective clients or a client that we have actually been working with? One of the things we should look out for in our prospective client is that the moment a client is telling you that no, I don't want primer at all, just paint my satin directly on a screeded wall, run. The reason is because if you do the job and something happens, they will still call you back. Another thing we should look out for in our prospective clients is this: any client that doesn't want to follow the due process, it is expected that you explain your job to the client. The client is not meant to tell you how to do your job. You are the one to tell the client how you want to do your job. The clients can only tell you their time schedule, how they want you to operate, when they want you to finish the job, and if it's okay by you, you work with it. A client is not expected to teach you the technical steps you want to follow to carry out your job. The moment you see a client telling you that, no, leave the priming, leave this stage, leave this stage. Be careful. The moment you see a client telling you that a job of 100,000, collect 30,000 or 40,000 naira now. I get duplex for Aja, I get estates for Lekki. All the jobs now you go to do am. Na scam o. The moment you hear a client saying that my former painter used to paint it for me at this rate, my brother, let them know that your standard is different and stand on your ground. The moment you hear a client telling you that how much is everything, just tell me on the phone, just tell me the price on the phone. Be careful, lawsuit is real. Chat with your client, have a documentation with every agreement you are going to be having with your client via email, WhatsApp chat, or any means that is going to be in form of written that you can actually present as an evidence in case of any future occurrence. If a client tells you that I cannot pay you 70% or I cannot pay you 80%, you will come to my side, I will pay you 20%. You start the job, then I will be paying you. Be careful, you might not see your balance in the end, but still do every job. You can leave the job. The moment you realize that a client wants you to be using your own money to start up a job, there are some situations whereby it is an agreement between you and the organization or a corporate body to actually execute a job before payment. Fine. But a private individual that you don't have any kind of contract binding both of you and that wants you to just go and start a job with your own money, if it's comfortable for you, fine. But the truth is, be careful, because if there's any issue on that job, your money is a goner. Dear painters, decorative painters and colleagues, let us also try to uphold good standard, and also let's be careful on such clients if you want to engage with them. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.